really missed, the setup, the mics, and the slides, and speaking to the camera. All right, let's not make this too dramatic, but if you've wondered where your favorite TikToker, YouTuber has been, it's obviously a joke. I'm here. I am alive. I am well. Thanks a lot for asking, and that is that for me, because this video is about you. So let's get right into it. Without further ado, here are the 3 things that we're gonna cover. Number 1, where I've been. Number 2, my big bet that you're about to hear. And number 3, why did I go from wearing all dark black colors to now wearing bright orange every single day? So those are the 3 things that we're gonna cover. And starting with number 1, where I've been. Now here's how this short story goes. Around 8 to 10 months ago, I looked around, and as I always am, I was very grateful and I was very blessed to realize that I had solved my money problems, my money issues, my money, drive, right? I realized that material things weren't really my thing. Like I tried, I've spoken about this already, but I love going on vacations. I love traveling. I love, buying experiences, and money is great for that. I love taking care of my loved ones. I love, taking care of myself, right? But when it comes to material things like cars or fancy clothes or watches, whatever it is, right? It's not really my thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like some stuff, but it's not really my thing. And so I looked around, I saw that everything I'd hoped for when it comes to money issues were solved. My parents were taken care of, my siblings, for example, I got my brother into my business. We started working together, started paying him. I'd also brought one of my best homies into the business, which was also pretty cool. I was and am in a really good spot with my girlfriend, Augusta. Essentially, I had to sit down and rethink life, right? Because quite frankly, I think one of the main drivers for most entrepreneurs when they get into business is solving those money problems and also seeing the achievement of certain things as a way of compensating for certain insecurities. So luckily enough, around 8 to 10 months ago, I found myself in a spot where I'd kind of transcended that. And so I sat down, I don't know why I keep doing this, but I sat down and I asked myself, what would I do for the next 10, 15 years? Even if I didn't get paid for it, right? So getting the money outside of the equation, because that is solved, what can I dedicate my attention to, right? That can have a bigger impact. And so what came back were 2 things. Number 1, I had wanted to build an e-commerce brand. For the past 3 to 4 years, I'd built my e-com agency to a point where I'd helped massive, 7 and 8 figure brands scale. I knew a lot, right? Not just about the marketing side of things, but it got into a point where I knew a lot about logistics, fulfillment, branding, packaging, and many other aspects of e-commerce. I'd met a bunch of really cool founders, and I was at a spot where I wanted to start my own e-com brand. And that is one of the reasons why I talk about the e-com agency model and why I love it so much, because of the fact that you can go ahead, offer this service, add value to real businesses, right? Make a lot of money with it, right? Make other businesses a lot of money, and then get to a point where you can actually build your own brand if you choose to go down that route, right? And I was at a point where I could do that. So that is the first thing that made me excited, and one of those things that even if it failed or it didn't make me any money, I'd still be pretty excited to get to work and really try to scale that thing, right? So that's the first thing. And the second thing sounds very cheesy, right? But continue to make transformation. And look, selfishly, I'll admit that it's pretty cool to see when you can help turn the ambitions and the aspirations and the dreams of someone building this business, right? And being part of that journey and helping them get to that point. So those were the 2 things. Now, on the first point, where am I at with the brand? It's been a very long journey, but we're just a few weeks away from launching. I've learned a ton. I've made a bunch of mistakes. I also think we are doing things very differently. And so I'm very proud of the whole journey, the whole team that we've put together for this incredible project. And since I've learned a lot during the journey, I wanted to share some of those lessons with you. And that is what I'm going to be doing on my main channel in the next few days and weeks. So that is number 1. And number 2, on continuing to create transformations. That leads me to the second part of this video, which is my big bet. I am creating a school. I'm not building a school, I'm creating a school, all right? The concept of a school. Not a university, I don't really like those, but a school, okay? I want you to actually understand the vision. It's a modern, high-tech school, okay, that creates tangible transformations, that actually gets tangible results, that people are actually excited to go to, that's on the leading edge of what's currently happening when it comes to commerce and when it comes to other aspects of society, right? The way we communicate, it's on the leading edge of that. Are you following? Got it? Good, because just like a school, I'm not going to be the only quote-unquote teacher. There are other professors who may specialize on different things, who may be at maybe different stages of their journey, but are still getting results. And that's really one of the differences between a typical professor, right, and these type of professors that I'm imagining. A professor that actually has tangible results, right, and that actually does what they preach. And so introducing the other I hate the word coaches, right? Professors, teachers, whatever you want to call it, right? Imparters of content, right? Introducing them, we've got Antonio Amaral and we've got Tal Swicegood. These are people that are actively running their agencies. These are people that are actively growing e-com brands. And these are people that you can learn a lot from. And also me, I'm going to be very active as well. So since this is not the official intro to any of this stuff, it's kind of like a raw intro on what you can expect with me moving forward with the content. Here's what you can expect. One thing, content every single day. Okay, we're going to be drowning you with content. Obviously, that is an exaggeration. There's going to be a lot of content. There's going to be content every single day. That is my promise to you.
And all that never before seen and juicy content is going up on the second channel, which is called the School of Ecom. In fact, by the time you're watching this video, the first video will be up on that channel.
But I think you're going to find it pretty valuable. So instead of drowning you, I think it's really going to help you, if anything, turbocharge your growth. So I'm very excited for you to see what's coming and for you to also know that I'm going to be active again on my YouTube channel. Maybe in different ways, you guys will see what's coming. But yeah, once the ecom brand that has taken so much energy, so much attention from me is launched, once, you know, School of Ecom is just kind of like going along, although I'm sure there are going to be quite a few obstacles along the way. Once that is all done, I'm going to be active again on my YouTube channel. So that's that for this, I think, pretty long rant. The final thing I want to say is if you're watching this, then your commitment to growth, to adding value, to building a business, which is not an easy thing to do. And for me to be able to put together a community of these type of people fills me with a lot of gratitude and yeah, just excited. So thank you for watching this. I'll start up now. But the final thing I want to say is one single pitch is just stay tuned because we've got a bunch of exciting stuff coming.
And to see the stuff that's coming, make sure to subscribe to the new channel. The link is in the description.
Oh, and the final thing, the third question, why am I wearing bright orange? I don't know. I really don't know. Peace.